Chris, hi, Jim Delaplane here. I want to give you a video tutorial on how to work with this. So first of all, it's reading incorrectly. When I see this, I see Sporting Goods, and then All Stars is kind of lost in the center, and that's the actual name of the client. So All Stars Sporting Goods is the name of the client, and it should read that way. So you should probably have All Stars in the arc up here, then Sporting Goods. I would say in a straight line at the base. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how you created this. If I hit Control Y, that brings me into outline mode, and I see that Sporting Goods is straight across. So this is an indication to me that it was created using an effect. All right, so let me go back to Control Y again and type out the words All Stars. I'll make it all caps. All right, and I'll let's see, make it what you have here, which is Times New Roman. So TIM should bring up Times New Roman. And I'm going to make it bold. And I'm going to scale this up to maximum so we can see it. And there we go. Okay. So let's talk about what we could do and how we could create an arc. So you created this, I am nearly certain, by going to an effect. Notice I have this selected. Go to effect, warp, and let's say arc. Okay, so I can see here that that's, so you have, this is the default setting for the arc, but you can increase the arc, decrease it, and that's how you would edit it. Okay, you can also give it kind of a distorted effect by increasing the horizontal to give it some kind of a dimension, like it's coming from the distance or whatever. Okay, so that's how you would edit that. Okay. So I don't really specifically know what issues you had with it, but let me show you an alternate way. So let me cancel out of that. All right, I'm going to select this text here and hide it. Control 3 will hide any selection. Okay, so I'm selecting the text and object hide. Okay, so hide selection, Control 3. Okay, so it still exists, it's just hidden and out of the way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and create a circle. All right, so I'm going to click and drag, and as I'm dragging, I want a perfect circle, so I'm going to hold down the Shift key. All right, I then want to make sure that the All Stars graphic is centered in the circle, so I'm going to hold down my spacebar also at the same time, and with my cursor I can reposition this. Okay, so my Shift key is held down to constrain it to a circle. My spacebar is selected or held down so that I can reposition it. Once I'm happy with this, with the placement, I'm going to let go of my cursor first, and then the Shift and the spacebar. All right. So it's filled with this blue color only because I have a blue fill or turquoise fill in the toolbar fill box anyway, but that doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm going to go down to my text tool here, and I'm going to select All Stars. I'm going to hit copy, and now I'm going to go to my text tool for the type of the path tool. Okay, so once I select that tool and click on this circle, it's going to create a type path tool. So I'm going to click in the upper left here somewhere and just click once, and bam, you get that change. Okay, so you'll see all the lorem ipsum text, which means that you can, and it's all highlighted, so you can immediately start typing or just paste. Control V. All right. So I now have All Stars pasted in an arc or on the circle. All right. Let's say I wanted it larger. I will triple click to select everything, and let's see. I'm going to type in, let's say 100. Okay. So now it's 100 points. I hit Enter, and it scales it up. All right. I'll now go to my direct selection tool, and this is the key to rotating the text around this arc that I created. So once I have my arrowhead on top of this line that sticks out here, I see a funky looking icon. I can click and drag, and that starts to slide the text around that arc. Okay, so it's very sensitive, so this will happen to you. Just be very delicate with your cursor as you spin it, okay? So once you have it in place that you're happy with, you let go, okay? So there you go. So you have All Stars in place. I would then put Sporting Goods in a straight line at the bottom, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know about putting it on an arc up here, but let's just see here. Yeah, Sporting Goods. It's a long name. You're gonna have some trouble with it. So let me just. Caps lock key is on. All right, so you got a lot of words in there. All right, so you could do one of several things. You could, let's see here. I have to get off the top of my head here. Let me just stack this. All right. What you could do, I really like having different fonts. All right, so let's see. Let me get a script font. But something that's easy to read. All right, so any of these script fonts that's not easy to read, that's easier to read. I don't really particularly like any of these though. This may work. That does not. No, no, no. That's not bad. It's not too bad. At least it's readable. I'll just select this because I want to show you what you can do here also. So I'm going to double click on the word goods. All right, we're going to do what's called tracking, which is increasing the amount of space in between each character. So it will be the same point size, but we're simply going to spread the word out so that it aligns with sporting. All right, so if I go to the text tool here, let's see, window, let's see here, oops, I want to go to character, we select it, so character, okay, I have the character palette up, and right here, see this icon right here, this is the tracking. So if I click on the drop down menu, and let's see, as I come down and increase the tracking, notice what happens. It increases the amount of space in between each character. So I'm going to select 200, but I need to go further. So what I can do is click the up arrow key and watch it grow. Okay, watch it spread out to the right. And it's only spreading out to the right because it's aligned right. Okay, if the text was centered, it would spread out to the left and the right at the same time. So there we go. So we have it aligned right. All right, so we have, we have that. What we could do also is decrease the amount of space in between each line of text, which is called leading. So if I click on the character option here, this is your leading option here. So I can decrease that. And notice what happens there. It closes up the gap in between each line of text, which I think looks better. All right. So then what we could do is this. I'm going to go to the rectangle tool, and I'm going to create a box here. Okay, it's filled with black. I'm going to drag it up a little bit. All right. I'm going to send it behind the text, because every time you create something in Illustrator, it comes out on top of the previous shape. So object, arrange, send to back. All right. So I have the start overlapping, which is fine. Okay. Now I'm going to go into outline mode. Control Y. I want to select this text here, Sporting Goods, and I want to make this white so it's visible. So once it's selected, I only went to outline mode so I could see the text to select it. So if I go back to Control Y again, I can see my image, but the selected text is selected. I'm going to then go to my color fill here. So I'll click on this. Actually, a quicker way to do it is to simply click the default fill and stroke option right here. All right, and then remove the stroke. Very important. Remove that stroke, that black stroke. So it gets a little more vibrant, okay? Because that eats away at the text. It kind of closes in on the inside of it. All right, so we have that. So something like that I think works good. Um, you know, All Stars this is not good, so you really need to just get rid of that. Okay, you could do this if you want to put this in here, that's fine, but you have to remove. You have to make it a white fill with no stroke. All right, so click on this, take away the stroke, and that text is not good because it's got that line in between, that highlight. So I would say to let's go with times, and we'll go with times bold, so it's visible. All right, so you need contrast there. All right, so I would think I think something like that would be more preferable. You may want to include another shape underneath, just um, for an extra design option here. Notice what notice what I'm doing now. I want to fill this with black, no stroke. So I'm going to swap this, take away the stroke. All right, so you got a little design element there that would add to it, I think. All right, what else? Let's talk about, yeah, I think that, well, you know what? I'm going to go overboard here and overwhelm you with stuff, and I can go on forever, but I'm just addressing your issue here with what to do here, and I hope that helped. All right? All right, take care, Krista. Bye.